necessary, pursue litigation that would challenge the 1989 Supreme Court opinion that ruled flag burning is protected by the First Amendment. The president called that decision very sad, claiming flag burning can incite riots. At the White House, Jared Halpern, Fox News.
The president signed another executive order yesterday threatening to revoke federal funding from jurisdictions that continue to implement cashless bail.
Cashless bail. We're ending it, but we're starting by ending it in D.C., and that we have the right to do through federalization.
Critics of cash bail say it's an unfair burden on low-income people who can't afford to pay their way out of jail. And a race for Congress shaken up after Texas lawmakers approved a GOP-friendly redistricting plan that combines areas repped by Democrats.
Congressional Progressive Caucus Chair Greg Casar launching his campaign for the newly redrawn Texas 37th Congressional District.
But you didn't elect me to go learn the same broken playbook Democrats have used for decades. You sent me to write a new one.
The 36-year-old Casar has represented the 35th District since 2023, but Republicans passed a new congressional map earlier this month. 78-year-old Lloyd Doggett's decision not to run spares Democrats of a bitter primary that could have pitted wings of the party against one another. Doggett was the first sitting House Democrat to call for President Biden to drop out of the 2024 race. In Washington, Ryan Schmelz, Fox News.
I'm Gianna Gelosi. This is Fox News.
News Talk 710 KURV, broadcasting from the Valley's All-American Truck Headquarters studio at PayneAutomall.com.
Tuesday edition of the Valley's Morning News. This is News Talk 710 KURV. It is August 26, 2025. Show producer Fred Cruz. We got AccuWeather meteorologist Jason Caterina. He's on standby. We still got thunder showers in the forecast. So how much? What's the percentage? Who might get it? We will review yesterday's rain activity as well, so stick around. So on Sunday, it was a technical issue that scrubbed the Starship 10 from launching at Boca Chica. Yesterday, it was the weather, so there might be another attempt today, 6:30 p.m. at Starbase for Starship 10 to go into space. Back to McAllen, 2 teens are facing charges for allegedly assaulting a McAllen female police officer downtown McAllen at South 17th and Beaumont, the night district. Multiple fights were reported. The officer was allegedly hit while trying to apprehend a suspect. 17-year-old Alexander Flores, 18-year-old Sergio Sandoval were arraigned yesterday. 7:06 on the Valley's Morning News. The Trump administration is preparing to send National Guard troops to 19 states to support immigration enforcement, with the state of Texas likely receiving the lion's share of that deployment.
Pentagon officials say the Guard members will assist ICE with duties like fingerprinting, DNA collection, and photographing detainees. Officials say the troops will serve under a federal status that keeps them under state control, but allows them to take on federally funded missions. The move is part of a broader expansion of the administration's immigration crackdown and is expected to be concentrated in Republican-led states.
That's Kristen Yates with that. Reports here in South Texas. The feds called it Operation Pickoff. It was an operation that began late last week, continued through the weekend to round up illegals. 65 individuals were arrested for being in the country illegally after having previously been removed, and many of those individuals had been already convicted of other crimes. And the leader of a Mexican drug cartel pleading guilty to criminal charges in the U.S.
Ishmael El Mayo Zambada was one of the leaders of the Sinaloa cartel. He pled guilty to drug trafficking charges and said he was sorry for helping flood the U.S. with cocaine, heroin, and other illegal drugs. He will be sentenced to life in prison and could face billions of dollars in financial penalties. Prosecutors recently agreed not to seek the death penalty in his case. Zambada was able to be brought to court in the U.S. because he was arrested in Texas last year. A private plane with Zambada on board landed near El Paso. He claimed he was kidnapped and brought to the U.S. against his will when he thought he was going to meet a government official in Mexico.
It's 7:08 on the Valley's Morning News, and a change at Southwest Airlines. If your butt takes up 2 seats, you have to buy another seat.
According to the Dallas-based airlines, larger passengers who cannot be accommodated in a single plane seat will be required to purchase a second seat ahead of time and can then request a refund after the flight. Refunds can only be issued if both seats were in the same fare class. The refund request is made within 90 days, and the plane would have taken off with at least one extra open seat. The changes are part of Southwest's broader shift to assigned seating. They're set to take effect on January 27th of next year. I'm Tammy Trujillo.
Did you hear that phrase? It has to be the same section, and there has to be at least one seat available on that flight, like an extra seat available. So when does that ever happen on a Southwest flight? It's always booked, man. It's 7:09. But you and I don't have to worry about that, right? Yeah, we're so svelte and slender. And it's 7:09. It is Aki with the time, and say thank you to Dougie. Yeah, Dougie's really fit, though. He never has to worry about stuff like this. Dougie over at Martin Farm and Ranch, certified dealer for Purina Liquid Feed, Martin Farm and Ranch, Edinburgh on Monte Cristo. AccuWeather meteorologist Jason Caterina is joining us. All right, pal. So we got some good rain here and there. It was pretty much all over the place. So today, the same scenario or a little less? What do you think?
Very similar today to what we had going on yesterday. Got a report of an inch over at Rio Grande.
Yeah,
the Mid-Valley Airport got about a half inch. Brownsville reporting station over there, the International Airport, got just over 0.6. 72-hour precipitation there is almost 2 inches. So, and there was a 24-hour up in the gas fields. There's a 2.27 inch reading from the last 24 hours.
Yeah, that and the Feral Hogs and the
Northern Star County there.
Yeah, sure. So the gang over at Starbase likely watching the weather today, because eventually that's what got them. They were ready to go, but they called it. I guess maybe there was some lightning or maybe too many thunderstorms in the area. That might be the case today for Brownsville over at Starbase. So heads up on that one. This today might be the last day that they have a window to launch Starship 10. The Texas travel forecast. What you got headed north of us?
Again, everybody's got that chance for a couple of showers and thunderstorms as we head through the day today.
Okay.
That chance is going to lessen here as we head through the next couple of days as the disturbance up in the atmosphere starts to make its way out of the region today.
So Central Texas, San Antonio, and Houston, they got a pretty good chance of rain.
Yeah, everybody's got chance for showers, thunderstorms again this afternoon. Very similar to what we had going on yesterday, like a 40-50% chance.
Okay, so we do a reset and review. A tropical coverage 2025, specifically for the Gulf. Anything headed that way next 14 days?
Still watching that little. Oh no, they wiped it out. Never mind. The disturbance. I was going to say it was there earlier, but nope, nothing going on down in the Caribbean. They have taken out that little disturbance that they had given even the slightest chance to develop. But it doesn't mean that wave's not down there. We'll keep an eye on that, but no, it's quiet right now.
It just needs to pick up some moisture, but the conditions are nowhere near for it to develop into something. Let's see here. We're celebrating the precious pooch today. It's National Dog Day. And I guess give precious pooch a cherry frozen popsicle. No, actually, that's not a good idea. That'd be too much sugar. You can't give the pooch too much sugar. So
they have these things called not pop cups.
What,
That's the thing they get at they're little ice creams. I forget what they're called, but they're little cups of ice cream you can get at the grocery store, actually.
Yeah. For doggies. Yeah.
Yeah. For dogs. It's specifically
very low in sugar. I'm sure.
I can't think of what the name of that is.
Their pancreas doesn't accept that very well. So are you a cat dude or a doggy dude?
I love all animals, but I prefer dogs. I had a couple of rescue pugs myself that have since passed. Let's see if I can find them.
Yeah.
That was my rescue pugs.
Cody
and Black Betty.
I can't see the picture. Freddie can see the picture, but no, we'll share it online. Yeah.
I'll email it to you.
Jason's putting a picture of his the rescue pugs. Yeah.
Cody and Black Betty.
They always have breathing problems though, because they're
oh yeah.
Oh
my God, my Betty snored she snored like a 400-pound man with CPAP. It was something else. But I got to be honest, it was relatively soothing at times. But yeah, she was something else here. I'm looking for a video real quick to see if I have a video of her breathing. So yeah.
Okay,
I'll play it through the mic. This
okay.
is the sound of her snoozing.
Yeah, this is.
Hang on.
Yeah, I got that one. Yeah, I got that one. All right. Wait a minute.
Hang on.
My goodness. So she needs a CPAP machine, like a doggy CPAP. Wait, no más. Oh, goodness. Wow. Yeah.
Oh, yeah. It was something else.
Spikes. Yeah. They're the whole breathing system, their nose, their nostrils,
it's all very condensed.
It's all messed up. It's like they smashed into a tire on a vehicle running after it. And
wait, here's a better one.
Oh, no. Here we go. Oh, my.
That's my dog. That's not a human.
Yeah. Get out of bed. You nudge the little thing with your elbow. Hey, stop snoring. You're keeping me up.
Legit. That's me like taking a nap with Betty. Yeah.
Oh. All right, Pat. Love the segment.
Oh, gosh.
Thank you, Jason. Jason Katarina and this precious pooches on this Love Your Pooches Day. It's Dog Day. Time is 7:14. Yeah, we got to go. Time is 7:14. This is the Valley's Morning News on News Talk 710 KURV. Chase Conk, he's a vice president at UTRGV. He's the athletic director as well. Conversation with him on the rapid expansion, massive expansion of athletic program offerings at the university. Yes, part of that is our new football program. We're countdown to kickoff, countdown to History Week here at 710 KURV. Chase Conk from UTRGV next on the Valley's Morning News.
Are you looking to hire? ZipRecruiter finds the best candidate for your job fast. Try ZipRecruiter for free at ziprecruiter.com/free. ZipRecruiter.com/free.
At Revettas Machinery in Donna, they're bringing the best deals on Coyote equipment to your job site, your farm, or your backyard. Right now, take advantage of 0% interest or up to $6,000 cash back on Coyote track loaders and skid steers. These are machines built for maximum performance no matter the task. But don't stop there. They're also offering fantastic savings on Coyote tractors, zero-turn mowers, and utility vehicles. And whether you're hauling something, mowing, tackling other big jobs, Coyote has the equipment to help you get it done. If you're looking for great deals and great service from a team that treats you like family, look no further than Revettas Machinery and Coyote. Start your next project right. Visit Revettas Machinery in Donna or browse their deals when it suits you at mynewtractor.com. That's their website, mynewtractor.com. Revettas for the long haul. See dealer for full details.
We're the Rio Grande Valley's home for Houston Astros baseball. We're News Talk 710 KURV.
News Talk 710 KURV is also home to Texas A&M Fighting Aggie football. The season begins this Saturday. Broadcast 5 p.m. They're taking on UTSA, the Roadrunners. Aggie football on 710 KURV, made possible by DHR Health Orthopedic Institute. Big thank you to all the gang at Amigo Power Equipment and Chamberlain Roofing and Waterproofing. Countdown to kickoff, countdown to history. We got UTRGV football this weekend. My goodness, an inflection point as I've been referring to it. We got history in the making. UTRGV Vice President and Athletic Director Chase Conk is our guest. Before we go too deep into the weeds with football, okay, we'll have plenty of time to talk about that here in just a couple of minutes. Tell me about the evolution of our athletic offerings at our university, new programs, expansion of programs, and of course, most of this is a result of us having a Division I football program. Well, we need other programs as well. So tell me about the other programs that we have.
Yeah, Sergio, great to be with you. The evolution of athletics here at the university has been something pretty remarkable the last couple of years. Just to give listeners a kind of a broad overview of who we are as the Vaqueros, we're 18 Division I programs. We have about 410 student athletes that compete in those 18 sports. Obviously, our two most recent additions have been women's swimming and diving, which just finished, I guess, last year, their first year competition heading into their second year as a program. And then obviously our football program that will officially kick off here later this week. But it has been a really an unbelievable transformative time for athletics here. About 180 million in construction that's impacting every one of those programs, making sure our student athletes have the tools that they need to be successful, to compete for championships. Just yesterday, we opened up our new Vaqueros Performance Center, which will be the primary on-campus home for our football program, serving as their home locker rooms here on campus, coaches' offices, team meeting space, strength and conditioning facility, and sports medicine, along with an academic success center, but will be utilized by other programs as well. So really proud of all 18 of our sports, 16 of them competing in the Southland Conference. So we became a member of the Southland a year ago, and so just finished our first year heading into second year within the Southland Conference. So all in all, just a really exciting time to be a Vaquero.
We had a conversation with Dr. Guy Bailey, and he was proudly telling us, for example, the physical therapy program that we have. And you mentioned sports medicine. Will this expansion of the athletic programs that we have at the university lead to new degrees or maybe expanding offerings when it comes to like sports medicine, sports-related medicine degrees at the university?
Yeah, great question. And the way that we see athletics on a college campus, it's really a laboratory, right? And so we have our 410 student athletes that are here to earn a degree and to compete for the university. But this year we will hire over 200 student workers to work within our athletics program. Part of that program is also sports medicine, so student athletic trainers. But you think about the growth of athletics and that ripple effect that it has throughout the campus, just really endless opportunities for students to engage with us, student media, journalism. So we have opportunities to really work with a wide variety of academic offerings and programs here on campus. But you mentioned sports medicine. That is certainly one. As we grow sport here at the institution, will have an impact on our students, really as a laboratory for them to learn, better understand intercollegiate athletics and certainly the trade that they want to go into after finishing their degree at UTRGV.
Chase Conk is vice president. He's the athletic director for UTRGV. Of course, on this historic week that we start football on Saturday, Division I college football has arrived in South Texas. Just curious, we have heard reports of this portal that, you're starting a football program at UTRGV at an amazing time, interesting time where you will have access to bring better talent or high name talent to the area if we need to, if we prefer to do that, get some name recognition real fast. Does the portal work with all college programs? Let's say, we do have a successful track and field program. You mentioned swimming, we got volleyball, all those. Does that portal also work where we bring high, name recognized talent, maybe some future Olympians down here and get some name recognition that route for the university?
Yeah, the portal the evolution of the portal has been most interesting over the last several years. As you talk about it impacting a football program, it's really been very beneficial. When Coach Bush recruited his first recruiting class, it was primarily comprised of high school seniors that were freshmen here at the university last year. But as he then went into his second recruiting cycle, both the mid-year signing period, which is after the fall semester, or even the traditional February signing period, and then really all the way up until early summer, we've been able to attract young men from other institutions, that were looking for a change for a variety of reasons. But the portal has become part of the fabric of college athletics, there's a saying that most of us in athletics say pretty often. You live and die by the portal, and it can be good to you. It can also be challenging as student athletes. For a variety of reasons, may want to attend a different institution and compete somewhere else. So it can be a double-edged sword, but we obviously use it as a positive, especially for our new program, both programs, swim and dive and football. We've been able to get some talent from the portal, from other institutions. Yeah. And certainly we've had student athletes that maybe have moved on as well. So the portal evolution has been very interesting the last several years.
As we position UTRGV, get more name recognition and perhaps near future, the first thing I was thinking was, conversation I had last year with ECISD, the superintendent out there, and then we were online, we were talking, interviewing some of these like state champs in track and field, for example. There's a young lady that I know is probably going to be an Olympian sometime in the future. It'd be really nice on the recruitment side to keep these children here in South Texas, the state champs, and continue to strengthen it and develop. It's going to take money for that, though. So how does that work, Chase? Do you have boosters? Do you have your own fund to try to pay to keep this talent in South Texas? How does that work?
Yeah, that's part of it, and that too has changed dramatically over the last couple of years. Through traditional NIL, name, image, likeness, which now a student athlete has the ability to maximize their NIL, and so they're able to to make provide them resources while they're in college. Right, they're able to strike business deals with other entities throughout the valley to be able to maximize and monetize their NIL. And then there's also the revenue share side. And so that's the newest wrinkle as we go into this next academic year. As of July 1st, institutions are allowed to rev share directly with their student athletes. It's a space that we will get into. It's a space that we will carefully get into. But to your point, to not only be able to attract the best talent, but to be able to retain really good talent. As young men and young women come in and compete for UTRGV, the portal, right? So that's how it ties to the portal. The portal could provide them opportunities to go elsewhere. It could provide them financial opportunities to go elsewhere and maybe make more money through NIL or rev share. And so it's a space that if we are, which we are serious about competing at a high level in Division I athletics, it's a space that we will get into. But we will always be good stewards and very careful, with the resources that we do have to be able to do it. But we want to win championships and we want to compete at the highest level within the Southland Conference. And so that's going to be a necessity for us.
UTRGV Vice President and Athletic Director Chase Conk is our guest. I don't mean to put you on the spot, but just top of mind, are there some blossoming superstars that you see in any sport? Could be baseball, it could be volleyball, swimming, anybody come to mind that you want to mention, maybe shout out?
Yeah, maybe not to isolate them in particular, but you look at our baseball program this year. Armani, a young man, All-American, had a phenomenal year. We were able to retain him and keep him within the program as he comes back for another season for the Vaqueros. And so there's young men and young women just like Armani across other programs that we have here on campus. But at the end of the day, Sergio, the tried and true still matter, right? The quality of life, the sense of place, our student athletes being happy here at the university, being happy here in the Valley, their relationship with their coaches. That's one thing, and that's an area that I think we thrive in. And I think that has helped us tremendously recruit really good talent, but also retain really good talent because our coaches do a tremendous job making sure they're developing meaningful, deep relationships, not just with the student athlete, but with their families. And so we still really believe that is one of the tried and truths of college athletics. And regardless of the portal or NIL, those things are still very, very important.
Athletic Director Chase Conk from UTRGV on this historic week. On Saturday, Game 1 for Division I college football in the RGV. Things will change from this point on for the better. Brick and mortar projects for the other sports. You had mentioned a dollar figure. I think you were making mention of all the construction for the other sports, everything from swimming and the other sports. So let's look at the other sports before we look at football. How has the expansion of sports programs impacted all brick and mortar projects across the game, Brownsville and Edinburgh?
Yeah, the thing that was really important to us, and I'm so appreciative to President Bailey for so many things. But this week, I'm going to celebrate my sixth anniversary here at UTRGV, which is hard for me to believe. But going back really to 2019, sitting down with the president, knowing that we aspired to really take a good hard look at football, we knew it would have to be the right time for a variety of reasons. But one thing I shared with the president early on is that we really needed to make sure that we were taking care of our current sports. And at that time, we had 16 sports. Only 4 of them had locker room facilities. Mm-hmm. And so as we're expecting our coaches to compete, our kids to compete for championships, to know they didn't have a locker room to hang their cleats or to change between practice and class, really a place to call their home, we got pretty aggressive really in the first 6 or 7 months looking at a facilities master plan that would really take care of all of our programs prior to us kicking off. And so the number I mentioned was 180 million in construction that we're completing here in the next several months. It's a total of 13 capital projects that impact all of our sports, all 18 of them, and giving them the tools and the homes that they need to be able to compete at the Division I level. And so if you go back in our history from, I think it was 1971, when Jody Ramsey Stadium was completed, the baseball stadium that was here on campus prior to our current baseball stadium, from 1971 to 2021, there was one major capital project that athletics had embarked on in that 50-year time period. And it was the construction of our track and field and soccer complex with the grandstands and the surfaces. Since 2021 and today, we've now completed or about to complete our 13th capital project. So it has been a very aggressive, bold, really transformative run for us the last several years that I think will hopefully forever change the face, the landscape of college athletics here at the university, and really, really put our programs in a position that we can expect to compete for championships.
Great to hear. Great to hear. Chase Conk, Vice President at UTRGV, and he's the Director of Athletics over at our university. He, along with Dr. Guy Bailey, got more conversations to share with you. We have a KURV special, the Sergio Show, on location at the Museum of South Texas History, Friday, 9 a.m. to 11 a.m. We go deeper into the impact of college football in South Texas. So join us for that conversation, 9 a.m. to 11 a.m. this coming Friday, the Sergio Show on the road at Edinburgh. This is the Valley's Morning News on News Talk 710 KURV. Check of sports up next. You're about to build a new commercial site. I highly recommend that you call the experts with more than a century and a quarter, 125 years of experience over at Chamberlain Roofing and Waterproofing. The objective is to be sure that you build a roofing system that will last you years upon years and years and provide you the warranties that you need. Got that team ready, and you got to make the call if, for whatever reason, things happen. You get hail damage or maybe an AC unit breaks, whatever it is. You got valued warranties and the team at Chamberlain Roofing and Waterproofing ready to help you out and patch things up. Make sure that you stay in business, that operations keep going, that your tenants, the folks that are paying your salary, folks that are leasing from you, that they stay in business as well. That's what you need. You need a waterproof commercial roofing system. It's in the name, Chamberlain Roofing, Waterproofing. Sit down with those plans, look at those drafts, see what the plan is, and make sure you get the roof that you need for a long, long time. Cutting edge roof installation technology and roof repair technology. I'm going to give you my friend Dale Johnson's personal number. Call him, text him, get a free inspection of all your commercial sites. See how much longer you have before water comes down at you. If you don't do anything, maybe you just need a little bit of patchwork. Dale Johnson at Chamberlain Roofing, Waterproofing. Call for that free appointment, 956-655-6178.
Experience everything Bert Ogden Cadillac in Edinburgh has to offer. Service, selection, and quality. Indulge yourself with a bold design and refined performance in a new Cadillac XT4 for just $579 per month. More style, more innovation, more you. Make your move. Set yourself apart and discover a new standard of luxury ownership. Visit us online at BertOgdenCadillac.com or come in today to Bert Ogden Cadillac in Edinburgh. Official sponsors of UTRGV football. Dale gas!
The 710 KURV People Poll, made possible by Total Imaging Solutions. Their customers have 99.3% of problems fixed within 4 hours.
Fighting Texas Aggies football returns Saturday, August 30th, as they host UTSA. Kickoff at 6 p.m. on News Talk 710 KURV and on the Radio Potami app. Gig 'em, Aggies!
The 710 KURV Sports Desk is brought to you by Dr. T's Primary Care for Men and Women.
The Texas Rangers had bits of offense but couldn't put anything together as they fell in shutout fashion to the Los Angeles Angels last night to open up a 3-game series. The Halos got the game started with a bang as leadoff man Zach Neto took the first pitch deep to left center, putting LA up 1-0. Pitching for Texas was solid with Jacob deGrom on the bump. He finished the outing with 7 punch-outs through 5 innings while only allowing 2 runs off 3 hits. Then in the 6th, when the Rangers switched to Luis Carvello, is when the Angels' bats got hot once again, as Travis d'Arnaud used a double to make the score 3-0. The Rangers would get a scoring opportunity in the bottom 7th as Adolis Garcia used a single to get on base and would go on to steal second, but be left stranded as Josh Young struck out to end the inning. Texas would go down in order over the final 2 innings, while the Angels added 1 more insurance run with a solo homer from Logan O'Hoppe in the top 9th to seal the 4-0 win. With your Texas in the Morning Sports Report, I'm Jet Nelson.
Cal Raleigh hit his major league leading 50th homer of the season to become the first catcher ever to hit 50 homers in a single season as the Mariners took down the Padres in Seattle. Raleigh joins Mickey Mantle as the only switch hitters with 50 homers in a season. The Bengals giving edge rusher Trey Hendrickson a $14 million pay raise this season. He'll now earn $30 million and become an unrestricted free agent next offseason. And the Browns sent quarterback Kenny Pickett to the Raiders for a 2026 fifth-round pick. That's sports. I'm Ron Tomas.
AccuWeather says should be in the mid to upper 90s today for highs. And Jason Caterina from AccuWeather told us in our conversation just a few moments back, he said, yeah, much like yesterday, we should see thunder shower activity pop up here or there. Might be impressive in the city, so let's see who gets it today. Right now, temperatures mostly upper 70s across South Texas. Border Bridge wait times is posted on KURV.com. Go to our website, right-hand margin, and you'll see the report from Customs and Border Protection. 45-minute wait time at B&M, 15 to 20 at Gateway. And everybody did the UE and went over to Veterans. Now it's an hour and a half at the Veterans Bridge. It was flipped about an hour or 2 ago. And driving back to McAllen, 30 minutes at Hidalgo, 10 to 15 at San Luis and at Far. Appreciate you joining us on the Valley's Morning News. It's news radio for South Texas. We all work on our smartphone, listen to everything on the smartphone. Well, go discover us on your smartphone. The free app is called Radio Para Mi. Download it and listen to 710 KURV. Check of news, check of business news, and a check of your money. That's next on the Valley's Morning News.
Your Houston Astros play here.
Left field. Good one. It's out of here.
Catch the action all season long on News Talk 710 KURV.
Deep to right field. And you can kiss it goodbye.
Don't miss the crack of the bat, the roar of the crowd. We'll bring you each weeknight and weekend game with pregame and postgame coverage and all the action in between. Powered by Dr. T's Primary Care for Men and Women, Mission Economic Development Corporation, and News Talk 710 KURV.
Come into Volvo Cars Edinburgh today and find the Volvo that's right for you. Shop from over 40 new and certified pre-owned Volvos today. Get comfortable in the incredible new 2025 Volvo XC60 with all new technology and innovation that makes the Volvo brand stand out from the rest. Lease one today for just $729 a month. We shop the competition so you don't have to at Volvo Cars Edinburgh, official sponsors of UTRGV football.
Dale gas!
Spotlight on Your Health, brought to you by DHR Health.
From DHR Health, ICU Medical Director, Dr. Juan Marcos Chavez Paz.
When we started working together 3.5 years ago, rebuilding the ICU in DHR Health System post-COVID, we were all motivated for all the losses after COVID. The main reason the patients die after COVID was respiratory failure, and we took that personal. We decided that we want to become among the best treating this condition. All the teams worked together towards the same goal, and we went for it. It took 3.5 years, but we are proud to say that we are among the elite in the nation in regards of management of respiratory failure for any reason. What we are is an interprofessional team. We work focusing in quality, we follow metrics, and we are leaders. We are the only hospital who offer not just this accreditation as the sign of maximum quality, but also, for example, ECMO support. That is the most advanced life support existing in the world. We do ECMO. Nobody else has that in the region. We also have a team of 24/7 in-house doctors, and nobody else offers that. This is a team of intensive care doctors. Trauma, they have their own team. We also have a specific preparation for each of the units that we take over. For example, we have a special unit in the women's hospital, and we train in specific ICU conditions, and we are trained by the Society of Critical Care Medicine. DHR helped us bringing here the courses. DHR wants everybody to be on top of knowledge. That's why the patients are coming from other areas, not just for our accreditation, but more because of what the hospital is showing everywhere.
ICU Medical Director at DHR Health, Dr. Juan Marcos Chavez Paz, DHR Health.
This has been Spotlight on Your Health, brought to you by DHR Health. For you, for life. Audio streaming on KURV.com, powered by South Texas Buick GMC, McAllen Mission.
I'm Nicole Murray with Your Money Now. Officials said they will add Interactive Brokers to the S&P 500 index at the opening of trading on Thursday. The brokerage service is replacing Walgreens, which is being taken private in a deal with Sycamore Partners that is expected to close soon. Interactive Brokers shares jumped nearly 5% upon the news. Cracker Barrel Old Country Store has issued a statement responding to the backlash it faced last week over its rebranding and new logo. The restaurant chain said, "We could have done better at sharing who we are and who we'll always be." Reuters reports Swedish fintech Klarna will restart its plan to go public in the United States next month with a valuation between $13 and $14 billion. The company paused its IPO plans in April after President Trump's sweeping tariffs rattled global markets. Futures are slightly lower. Monday, the Dow Industrial lost 349, the Nasdaq down 47, the S&P 500 lost 27. Once again, futures are slightly lower. That's your money now.
In a national report on housing, sales of new single-family homes slowed more than expected during the month of July.
Government figures show new home sales fell to a seasonally adjusted annual rate of 652,000 units last month. Industry analysts say it's another sign the housing market is struggling as mortgage rates remain high. The average sales price of new houses sold in July was just over $487,000. New home data is seen as an indicator of the broader economy. I'm at Mattinson.
You're in tune with the Valley's morning news with AccuWeather. Calling for highs today, mid to upper 90s. And yeah, that chance of a shower, thunder showers, it stays in the forecast. We got some nice rain in the cities where it counts. Right now, temperatures mostly in the upper 70s across South Texas. We got Fox News coming up in 2 minutes. Listen to the morning news radio for the Valley at 710 KURV, online at the free app. It's called Radio Para Mí. So putting a home for sale requires more than just putting a yard sign or, using Zillow. You need the top team in South Texas to get it done in the shortest amount of time for the most money. Justin just sold his home in McAllen thanks to the Ryan and Brian real estate team. They've got the marketing system that works, a proven system that is an aggressive system. Jessica is a real estate agent over the Ryan and Brian real estate team, was able to find Justin a buyer, check this out, in less than 2 weeks' time, and he was able to move on his timeline, walked away with the most money possible thanks to the Ryan and Brian real estate team and Jessica, one of their agents. He's very, very happy, and I know that you selling a home will be very happy if you call the Ryan and Brian real estate team as well. The only team I'm calling to help me sell my home, help me find a home as well. They know the market in and out. Here's the number to call. The Ryan and Brian real estate team at 956-540-2536. The website, ryanandbrian.com. That's ryanandbrian.com.
If you're selling your home, don't be trying. Call Ryan and Brian. Go to ryanandbrian.com.
Day 28 without AC, 70 days until fall. There's no help in sight. I fear the water in the toilet bowl has evaporated.
Dad, just call Mighty Mike's.
No AC? Don't sweat it. Mighty Mike's Plumbing, Electric, and HVAC is your solution. Their comfort specialists will ensure you're sitting cool in the summer months. Visit callmightymike.com or dial 956-686-1353.
Get it right. Call Mighty Mike. Just one call to solve it all.
If you're looking to improve your overall health and have a better quality of life, Dr. T's Primary Care is the place to go. If you feel tired or stressed or less motivated, if you're moody or if you have trouble sleeping, Dr. T's Primary Care will evaluate you and work with you to address your health concerns, including testosterone or menopause treatment, peptide treatment, IV vitamin infusions. Their licensed staff will take the time to listen to you and work with you to improve your overall health. Check out the website, drtsprimarycare.com. Give them a call in McAllen at 956-803-0058 and Harlingen, 956-368-5247.
An official message from Medicare.
I'm saving money on my Medicare prescriptions. Maybe you can save too. With Medicare's Extra Help program, my premium is zero and my out-of-pocket costs are low. Who should apply? Single people making less than $24,000 a year or married couples who make less than $32,000. Even if you don't think you qualify, it pays to find out.
Go to ssa.gov/extrahelp. Paid for by the U.S. Department of Health and Human Services.
Digging without contacting Texas 811 first could cost more than you think. Texas 811 is a free service that helps you avoid damaging underground utilities like electric or gas lines. Every year, accidents happen because someone didn't take a moment to contact 811. Whether installing a fence or working on a construction site, contacting Texas 811 is the law. It's quick, free, and keeps you safe. Visit texas811.org today for more information. Safe digging starts with one simple step. Make it today.
The Rio Grande Valley's news, weather, and talk station. News Talk 710 KURV and KURV.com.
News Talk 710 KURV.
Thank you for joining us on the Tuesday edition of the Valley's Morning News. I'm Sergio Sanchez, along with show producer Fred Cruz, AccuWeather meteorologist Jason Caterina. You and family driving around town, taking care of business. Right now, temperatures upper 70s and highs across South Texas should be mid-90s to upper 90s. Thunderstorms still in the forecast. Let's see who gets the rain today. News on 710 KURV. A service of Jay Gonzalez Injury Attorneys, ready to fight for you. Call 1-800-CAR-CRASH.
Fox News, I'm Angelo Bavaro. President Trump making a firing at the Federal Reserve.
In a letter shared to Truth Social, President Trump says he's removing Federal Reserve Governor Lisa Cook from her position effective immediately. He cites a criminal referral from Bill Pulte, the director of the Federal Housing Finance Agency, who has claimed Cook falsified bank documents and property records.
Fox's Kristen Goodwin. Lisa Cook says she will not step down, and the president has no authority to fire her. At least 20 people, including 5 journalists, were killed after Israel struck one of Gaza's main hospitals on Monday. President Trump says an end to the war could be coming soon.
I think within the next 2 to 3 weeks, you're going to have a pretty good conclusive ending.
Israel says it's investigating what it calls a tragic mishap. America is listening to Fox News.
Up in Austin, Texas lawmakers getting another chance to eliminate the STAR test.
House Bill 8 would replace STAR with smaller tests at the beginning, middle, and end of the school year. State Rep Brad Buckley authored the bill.
And for the first time ever, districts will be able to measure student growth throughout the year. Additionally, HB 8 improves the end-of-year assessment by developing a new shorter standards-based assessment focused on the TEKS.
State House Democrats argued this doesn't end STAR, it expands it. State Rep Gina Inaosa.
The reason why I'm still calling it a STAR test is because it is TEA created, and we're going from benchmarks that aren't mandated to TEA created benchmarks that are.
The Dems would rather have a national norm test that would compare Texas kids to kids in different states.
In Austin, Chris Fox, News Talk 710 KURV.
Starship 10 might launch today, 6:30, depending on the weather. They scrubbed yesterday's launch because of the weather. And according to the CDC, 49% of us had a lofty goal of losing 20 pounds before summer arrived.
At 1 to 2 pounds of weight loss per week, 20 pounds is a 10-week plan, and that success rate is between 10 and 33%. But the agency says all is not lost. That summer plan can become a holiday weight loss plan, and we might just make it. Health officials say cold weather makes your body work harder, which makes weight loss easier. Of course, that Thanksgiving pie is against us. I'm Bree Tennis.
Yeah, and the fact that we don't get any cold weather down here, so we're screwed. This is the Valley's Morning News on News Talk 710 KURV Tuesday edition. And join us online at Radio Para Mi. It's a free app. Download it today and listen on your smartphone. 710 KURV is at Radio Para Mi.
Do you remember your first time? Oh, I remember mine like it was yesterday. The look, the feel, the way my heart started racing the moment I laid eyes on her. Dad took me to Glick Twins right before white wing dove season. I got to pick out my very first shotgun. And in South Texas, that's when you become a man. I wasn't just white wing hunting. I was building my favorite memories. And now it's my turn to raise them right. Make memories that last. Gear up for white wing season at Glick Twins, where first times become family traditions.
Come experience larger-than-life luxury and design at Bird Ogden Infinity in Edinburgh. You're invited to come in and choose from a great selection of new Infinities available now. Drive off in your own 2025 Infinity QX60 with 0% APR for 36 months. All available with Infinity Premium Care Maintenance Plan for 3 years. Experience luxury as it's meant to be at Bird Ogden Infinity on the corner of Alberta and Expressway 281 in Edinburgh. Shop from the entire line of Infinities online at birdogdeninfinity.com.
Hi there, my name's Tony Bolstead. My wife and I, Carol, own Sand Monsters. We'd like you to come on out and have fun. We've got a half-mile long track out here. It runs across about 3.5 acres. Have adult cars and kid cars, getting laps in, learning how to drive on the sand. And we also lease space to Redline Helicopters is one of our tenants here, and they've got a pad and they do helicopter tours. Lone Star National Bank and the team there really helped us get this thing put together, answered all our questions, huge help.
I am Stephanie Harrison. I am the second generation owner of Sisters Interiors on South Padre Island. We had always dreamed of owning our own land and
Summer is heating up, and so is our local economy. From sizzling business deals to community connections, News Talk 710 KURV and the Radio Para Mi app are here to keep you in the know. Download the Radio Para Mi app to stay informed and entertained. Whether it's local market updates, summer events, or the weather, we've got you covered. Support local, stay connected, and tune in to the pulse of Rio Grande Valley business. News Talk 710 KURV and the Radio Para Mi app, where local business